What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this week's second and final episode and exclusive segment of the greatest podcast on turf. I'm Anthony.
I'm Ryan.
Back, weekly mock draft, about roughly 2 weeks away from the NFL draft at this point. Here we go. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And before we get into it, here's a word from our sponsor.
Little Italy Pizzeria located in Townsend, Delaware. Be sure to come in and check it out. Let them know that the greatest podcast on turf sent you. They will take care of you. Ship with you, subscribe. They will hook you up with an additional discount. With no further ado, Carolina's up at pick 1. I got pick 1 this time. He had it last time. It's becoming more and more apparent that CJ Stroud is the pick 1. I'm not going to get too cute here. He is the betting favorite, so I'm going to lock that up. The Panthers traded up to this pick for a reason. Some say they gave up too much. I, for one, say go get your guy, and their guy is CJ Stroud.
Yeah. Also, the betting favorite. I don't know if you said that because I zoned out for a minute.
I didn't.
But I've only been saying it since the kind of draft process started that CJ Stroud was QB1. I'm glad everyone is finally starting to listen to the greatest podcast on turf and listen to me because I'm not an asshole and I know what I'm talking about.
Just sometimes.
It's fair. Go check out yesterday's NBA video.
Yeah.
NBA playoff predictions. It was fun.
Where you were an asshole.
Anyways, number 2, the Houston Texans are on the clock. Short and sweet. It's Bryce Young. I think these two guys are the first 2 picks in the draft, and I really don't think that it's like I think that it's pretty much set in stone at this point. I think it's just a matter of who and what.
Next pick is Arizona.
Question.
What?
Oh, you said they're moving?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I have a team that I think is kind of a wild card in this draft that could move up.
Let's do it.
All right,
Give
so
it to me.
I'll lay it on them. You got your obvious ones. Indianapolis might move up a spot if they think a team is going to come up and if they really want to get their guy. Seattle, probably not. Vegas, maybe. Atlanta, I think that it's not that much of a long shot. Tennessee inquired about the 1 pick, so I'm sure that there is some potential there. Washington, if they're not sold on Sam Howell. Tampa Bay, clearly. And the team I was thinking of, the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, so before we do this, because Minnesota is pick number 23.
Yes.
How are we going to make it happen? We can't just fake it to make this work. That works if we're at pick 7. Because then it's whatever. But we're talking about a team moving down 20 picks.
And that's why your laptop is not being displayed, so you can fool around with the
No. I mean, I want you to do this in real life. Like, what are you giving up to move up 20 picks? Normally, I don't care because, like I said, the 7 to 3 jump.
That's
We're
fair.
talking about 20. You gotta give me a little bit. You gotta show me some love here. You gotta show the Cardinals some love. Because I was thinking, like, if you said Washington, it would be like throwing sweat, and that's easy. Minnesota don't have that unless you're throwing in Jay Jettis, and they ain't doing that. So.
Yes, and I understand that, but it's like this. Yes, Kirk Cousins was good last year, but clearly they don't view him as a long-term answer due to what they did with his contract last year. Now, their new head coach, what's his name? I always forget his name. Kevin O'Connell?
I think so.
Kevin O'Connell's an offensive guy. And with the offense that he likes to run behind his good offensive line with Dalvin Cook and Jay Jettis, could be very good with a competent quarterback. Now, you do have Kirk Cousins for 1 more year, I'm pretty sure. But if you go up and move up for an Anthony Richardson to sit behind him for a year or 2, probably a year, then your offense is a whole hell of a lot better. Yes, your defense is terrible. I understand that. But the Vikings are a team that will probably that are good enough on the offensive side to probably be picking in playoff numbers every year. Now, again, I know you're looking at, I'm not sure the Vikings' history of making drastic trades up and back and what they do in the draft.
I'm looking to see if they have picks to even make this thing happen. I mean, they have first-round picks, but they lost their second-round pick for this year.
For what?
TJ Hawkinson.
So if you're looking at it, I would honestly probably say it would probably take 3 firsts. Because, I mean, what was
way more than 3 firsts.
Just as a starting point, like, what did the Dolphins, or what did the Niners give up in the Trey Lance trade? Because I feel like it'd be something similar to that.
Yeah, but weren't the Niners, what were the Niners? They were pick 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 12.
So they jumped up what?
3 first-round picks for 9 move-ups. That's why I said you're going to have to come big on this one.
That's where it gets tough. So you're probably looking at what? They'd want to move Dalvin Cook. They've been trying. So what? 3 first, Dalvin Cook, and a future second? No.
You're not even getting close. Dalvin Cook ain't worth that much anymore. Dalvin Cook's like a little bit more than Zeke.
Really?
Yeah. Now, yeah. I just I hear
I
what you're
understand.
saying,
I'm glad we're doing this,
but I'm not sure you can make this happen.
Everything's got a price.
I mean, if you want to throw out Jay Jettis, then yeah, sure.
But
they don't have anybody else.
I understand.
Like Daniil Hunter could maybe help them with that.
Did they cut Zadarius Smith yet? Or is he still on the team?
I think he's still on the team. But if they're talking about cutting him, he ain't worth shit.
He said he wants out. They didn't say cut him, they said he wants out.
Listen, if you make a good enough offer, I will do it, no problems. That's why we're doing it. So that's 20 picks. That's a lot of picks. Like, why would Arizona be comfortable moving down that many picks?
That's true. But I mean, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, what do you think? Who hypothetically do you think is trading up here?
I think if we're playing probabilities, it's probably Vegas, Atlanta, Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think Indy has a shot of moving up one spot?
Indy has a chance, yeah. But I think at this point they might be like, I'm cool with Ant Rich or Will Levis.
Or Hendon Hooker, apparently.
Apparently.
37-year-old Hendon Hooker.
Either way, we got to do this now. We're doing it.
Well, technically it's your pick. I was just throwing it out there.
Okay, well, I'm rejecting your
You
trade.
have both teams in this scenario.
I'm rejecting your trade.
Who's trading up?
Who do I want to trade up? I'm going to go Oakland. Vegas. They're making a splash. They're doing it.
Gotcha.
They have the picks. Yeah, they have the picks.
Sticking to the theme. Raiders. That's what I said last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Shit.
Stick with your gut, though.
Okay.
Go with your gut. We're doing it. Just let me know what it takes to go through.
Just a first and a second, I think.
Arizona.
Won't be real. It'll be different. But
Trading up with the Las Vegas Raiders for the Raiders first and second.
Yeah.
There we go.
And they will be selecting Anthony Richardson. You don't trade up for Will Levis. You trade up for a guy that's an absolute freak of nature, and that is Anthony Richardson. And he will lead this Vegas team to God knows what. That's my in-depth analysis on the Raiders.
All right, so I'm at 4.
This feels like an easy pick. But it doesn't sound like you're making it one.
No. In this scenario, I know that Odell just signed to Baltimore.
Yes, he did.
But I don't care.
Okay.
Is Odell the missing piece to keep Lamar Jackson in Baltimore?
I don't know if Odell would have signed with Baltimore if he didn't think Lamar would come back.
That's fair.
Now, we can say that he's a bag chaser. Maybe he is.
That does make sense.
How much of a bag chaser is he? I feel like a team would have given him $15 million.
Yes.
If he got 18 from Baltimore, I think he could have got 15 from pretty much a good chunk of other teams.
Yes. So, I'm not going
It's a lot of dollars, though.
We always say don't get too cute. I ain't getting too cute. We're going Will Levis. Colts are a team that love to go with the prototypical quarterback size, speed, accuracy, strength, and I think Will Levis fits the build of what the Colts front office likes at quarterback with the Carson Wentz's that they've bought in and the Matt Ryans and the Phillip Rivers they bought in. Will Levis is probably most comparable in terms of play style to Carson Wentz, and we saw how bad they wanted that experiment to work out, but it didn't. But I think Will Levis finds a good home in Indianapolis with an okay team around him, and I think that it could potentially have success.
I think we had the same lineup the last time.
We did.
So I'm going to change it up a little bit. because I think we went Will Anderson here. I think we even went Tyree Wilson here. But I'm going to go Jalen Carter. I feel like Pete Carroll likes the big, nasty guys, and Jalen Carter screams that. So that's my pick here to Seattle.
Yeah, and Detroit, easy-ass pick. Will Anderson Jr., arguably best player in the draft. The Lions find out a way to get the two best edge rushers to come out of college in the past 2 years. And Dan Campbell is one very, very happy man.
Arizona's next up. And they're feeling pretty good about this. They have their pick of if they want to go with the edge rusher, if they want to go with the corner. Both options would be great for them because their corners right now are Rashad Fenton and Marco Wilson. And their rushers are Najee Sanders and Jonathan Ledbetter.
Najee Sanders, Cincinnati.
That is
Bearcat.
down bad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the edge because it is a more cornerstone piece. I feel like they're just as good talent level and potential-wise. So let me go with the guy that can change the franchise forever.
Tyree Wilson?
Yes.
Okay. Atlanta at 8. What the hell? I mean, the Falcons are a weird team just because I don't know what they're trying to do. I genuinely don't know what they're trying to do.
It's a fair argument.
I have one word, 2 syllables.
Bijan?
Yep. Bijan Robinson.
There's no way.
Bijan Robinson's the pick. Atlanta, Cordell Patterson's getting older. They love to use him in a bunch of different ways. Catching passes, running the ball. And I think Bijan is the next best thing. Bijan's the best running back prospect we've seen in a while. Yes, the Falcons lack defense heavily, but I think they've been trying to bring in just some veterans to try and fill those holes. And they have been investing heavily in the offense. So what better way to keep investing in your offense in a wide open division than bringing in the best running back in this draft behind a very good offensive line with whoever your starting quarterback is. If it's Desmond Ridder, like Ryan always says, what does a young good quarterback need? A running back to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
So there you go. With Kyle Pitts coming back, with Drake London, this offense just got a lot better with Bijan. Now you just need a quarterback.
Caleb Williams is going to have a blast.
Yeah, he is.
Next up is Chicago, pick 9. They're thrilled that they traded down because they're getting the best offensive tackle in the class, Paris Johnson.
Yep.
Not thinking about this twice. I don't think this happens come draft day because Paris Johnson will be selected earlier by somebody. I don't know who. It didn't work out in this situation, but there's no way this guy falls at 9 in my opinion.
Hell no.
And Philly's happy.
Yeah.
Philly fans are happy.
Yeah.
Unless they mess this up. Which they mess it up. Mess it up for them. The only way to mess it up is to give him Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
Do it.
The Eagles are a team that I'm going Peter Skoronski. They just lost Isaac Seumalo, their offensive guard. The Eagles are a team that always invests heavily in offensive line. It's the Howie Roseman way. Peter Skoronski provides the versatility that the Eagles look for in offensive linemen. He goes and he fills Isaac Seumalo's spot, and he is a much-needed presence to the interior. You got him on the same side with Lane Johnson. Potentially that helps if Johnson goes down, Skoronski slides over. Yes, I know they have Cam Jurgens or whoever that guy is that they drafted last year, but he's a center. To my knowledge, I don't think he played much other than center in college. So you get Peter Skoronski, who's going to come in and probably be a high-level offensive lineman who's versatile, that can play multiple positions, and the Eagles are very happy.
I got Pitt making a move here.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Jumping up to Tennessee.
How far back of a jump is that? 7. I guess that's 6 spots. That ain't bad. Steelers and Titans.
Yeah. They're going to give up their 17. And probably we'll do a third in this situation. I don't think, might be a little more, might be a little less. I don't know.
It was a 17 and a third.
Yeah.
Who are they moving up for, right?
Christian Gonzalez.
Wow.
We gotta stop the fall.
Yeah.
Pat Pete isn't the answer.
So no Joey Porter Jr. The storyline's dead.
Storyline's dead unless he falls to 32 and I'll double dip.
Yep. We got the Texans at 12. I'm doing a Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'm sure I did it last time. Bryce Young needs a true receiver one to throw to. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba could learn a lot from, what's his name? Robert Woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the offense, you got Jackson Smith and Jigba, Robert Woods, John Mechie coming off the injury, Bryce Young's former teammate, and this receiving core just got a lot of help. The O-line set, you just need to give Bryce Young more pieces to throw the ball to and to try and make his job a whole lot easier. So that's why I went with Jackson Smith and Jigba right there.
Next up, got the Jets.
Who are pissed the fuck off. Not really.
I'm not really too sure about what I want to do here. I think I want to keep making moves. I think I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun. I'm making another move. We're bringing up Washington.
Huh.
Just to piss you guys off.
Either way, it's a win-win for us.
Washington. Going to send their firsts and a fourth. Make that happen. Washington is moving up to pick 13 to take Devin Witherspoon. I think there was a gap here in talent. And with a gap in talent, that's when trade-ups happen. And the Patriots would have 100% drafted Devin Witherspoon.
Yep.
And that is why that the Washington football team is going to jump them in this scenario.
Yeah, and that is a good trade for the Jets because they are blocking the Patriots from getting a guy who's probably at the top of their draft board. So thanks, Dick.
Yeah.
What is happening to my laptop right now?
It's bugging out.
Anyways, Patriots are up on the clock. I'm happy. Joey Porter Jr. is still here. Broderick Jones is still here. Jackson Smith and Jigba is gone, unfortunately, but it's fine. Bijan is unfortunately also gone. But it's really between Joey Porter Jr. or Broderick Jones here for me. So I'm going to go ahead here and grab Joey Porter Jr. Patriots need a presence at cornerback. I can't stress it enough. Yes, the Patriots have some trouble at tackle with Trent Williams and Riley Rice being the starters. That's no shade at Trent Williams, Trent Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Trent Brown is fine, but there is a giant hole at tackle. But the Patriots seem to kind of just develop O-linemen and throw whoever out there and make them work. I mean, they turned 6th-round pick Mike Onwenu into All-Pro as a rookie, or all-rookie. So, I mean, the Patriots kind of just go through O-linemen and develop them.
Unless it's Cole Strange.
Cole Strange was not bad last year, actually, believe it or not.
I'm just saying you invested in him.
Oh, yeah. But we got Joey Porter Jr. here coming.
Next up, Green Bay. Kind of easy pick for me. Broderick Jones.
Yeah.
David Bakhtiari isn't the healthiest player. And Josh Nijman, I'm not sure he's the answer. So, it's a position you need for him.
Titans are not happy about this trade back because just a little bit of a run on tackles. I'm going Darnell Wright here out of Tennessee to the New York Jets. He's your right tackle. You're getting Mekhi Becton back at left tackle. Darnell Wright is your right tackle, and you are set at tackles. And the Titans are not happy. I mean, maybe if you like think for a minute here, I think that Mike Vrabel could be very happy.
You just got to tell me.
Nolan.
What are you thinking? Okay, you're thinking Nolan.
Mm-hmm. When your offense is just so down bad, you just keep investing in the defense.
And then at least something is good.
It's the Ravens' way. Take the Harbaugh approach.
Can they afford it, though, with Harold Landry, Jeffrey Simmons? I feel like they...
I mean, Harold Landry is coming off the ACL.
It's fair. I feel like they could also use a receiver. Because the receivers suck.
Yeah.
Respectfully, though. I feel like this could also be a trade back.
Again, double trade back.
I don't think I'm going to do it, but I feel like it could be. Because they could trade back and get like an Anton Harrison or DeJuan Jones if they really wanted a tackle. Yeah. Or they could just reach on one of them here.
Just grab Zay Flowers, the second best receiver in this draft, and call it a day.
Some people say he's the best receiver in the draft.
I understand that, and I love Zay Flowers, but I like Jackson Smith and Jigba a whole hell of a lot more.
And then I've also heard that the only receiver worth drafting in the first round is Jackson Smith and Jigba.
That's fair.
So with all that being said, a team that needs a lot of help, you start getting cornerstone pieces, and that cornerstone piece is Nolan Smith.
Yeah.
What a loop.
Detroit at 18.
Will Anderson was already picked by him.
Will Anderson Jr. was already picked by them. What to do? What to do? What to do?
We got like reject receivers right now.
Yeah.
Bench players.
Sounds like they're trying to shop Jeff Okudah.
Yes.
The asking price seems to be a 3rd round pick.
Dallas, go ahead.
New England, go the fuck ahead. Please, do me a favor.
Yeah, I
Christ.
think he's still a lot of money. That might be the problem.
Yeah, I guess it's yeah. He was a top 3 pick, so. But are you trading Jeff Okudah for a 3rd round pick just to draft another corner at 18?
Yes.
You know, I'm going with my boy Brian Branch. Best safety in the class. Another fun piece. Another one of Will Anderson Jr.'s college teammates, and this defense just keeps getting better, and Dan Campbell is one happy son of a gun.
Tampa's next up.
And they are mad as shit. Get Baker some help.
That's what I'm thinking here.
Free Baker.
That's what I'm thinking here. And in order to help him, we're doing an OU ties.
Boomer.
Anton Harrison.
Sooner.
Baker's going to lead the franchise, and he's going to draft this pick.
Yup, Baker is just taking over right where Brady left off. Brady gave him the reins and said, Baker, here we go. Let's do your thing, baby.
You pick your team, Baker. He said, okay, give me Anton.
Yup. Just give him the OU team from back in the day.
Mixon, P-Ron, Andrews.
Yup.
We're squad.
Oh, yeah.
It's your pick.
Yeah, Seattle at 20. Huh. Went Jalen Carter earlier. I'm going Zay Flowers. I said it last mock draft. Ryan had the pick but didn't go this route. We saw how much the offense was affected when Tyler Lockett did go down. They need more receiver than just DK Metcalf for Geno Smith. Yes, they do have Kenneth Walker to help, but the offense took a huge step back when Tyler Lockett was out, and having a guy like Zay Flowers can fill that role. He's another deep threat. He is just kind of a well-rounded, overall good receiver, and I think that's big help for Geno because Seattle clearly thinks they can compete. And this is, if it goes like this, that's 2 good drafts in a row for Seattle.
Yeah. Next up is
Chargers are pissed, though.
I don't think so.
Why? Hooker.
Why don't I think that? I don't think that because they're going to take the LA receiver. Jordan Addison. He's going to stay in LA. He's going to the Chargers. Going to fit the market. Going to fit the Charger build. Going to work in the slot. And it's going to be A-okay.
Can I see the Ravens depth chart for a minute, please?
Odell Beckham Jr.
That's all I needed to hear. Never mind.
Yeah, the Ravens brought in Odell for $18 million. We haven't touched on it yet, but now we are going to.
No, we're not. We dropped a YouTube short about it.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
check it out on the profile.
Odell's wide receiver too. Okay.
There you go. All right.
Defense is really, really good.
I'm going DeJuan Jones. Something new for the Ravens, but I'll tell you right now.
Didn't make you happy.
Morgan Moses at right tackle doesn't really make me happy, and neither does Daniel Falele. I know he's tall as shit, but that's it. Ronnie Stanley has an injury history, and the Ravens should try and do everything they can to keep Lamar around. So what better way to do that than to finally give him some help on the O-line after letting Orlando Brown walk?
Minnesota's next up.
And the Jags and Dallas and Buffalo and Cincy are not happy because there's no tackles left.
I don't think that Dallas really needs a tackle.
Yeah.
They need interior man. So.
Yeah.
Minnesota's up. They need corner. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
They need defense.
Yeah.
They need Deontay Banks.
Was that the pick?
Yep.
Much needed help at corner. Jags at 24.
They don't have Pat Pete no more, so you know.
Can I get a Jags depth chart review, please?
Trevor Lawrence.
That's all I needed to hear to win in the Super Bowl. All right.
They probably need a line. Yeah.
They need right tackle. They need left guard. They need center.
They could probably use D line a little bit.
definitely need some D-line help.
So that being said,
Need some safety help. I love Andre Sisco. Rayshon Jenkins ain't bad. I mean,
seems like an easy pick. Darnell Washington.
don't tempt me.
It's the easy pick.
That's kind of where I was leaning, like honest. I can't see them double dipping on the edge again and just grabbing literally Trayvon Walker just without the hype and a Lucas Van Ness or Miles Murphy. Don't really need receiver. There's not a tackle here worth taking. Darnell Washington's the pick. I mean, Trevor Lawrence loves his tight ends. We saw him with Evan Ingram last year. We saw him do it in college. Braden Galloway was a stud when he was at Clemson with him. I mean, it's just like, yes, Evan Ingram was there last year and he was good, but he is on the franchise tag. And them franchise tagging Evan Ingram is not going to stop me from just going out and getting a 6'8" Darnell Washington who can catch the ball, who is better than Evan Ingram.
You can also run 2 tight ends, and Evan Ingram isn't the healthiest player in the world.
Yes. And adding Darnell Washington on the field is like having an extra offensive lineman because he blocks so damn good.
Yes. So the Giants are up next. They brought in Darren Waller.
I always forget about that.
They had one of the most mid receiver rooms in all the history of football.
And they're all on 1-year deals.
So they're going to take Quentin Johnson here. They're going to get Kenny Galladay 2.0.
Just keep adding mid to this receiver room.
Quentin Johnson adds some deep threat to this team. You know, they have, I don't know. They need their franchise receiver. I mean, Jamison Crowder, Sterling Shepard, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, Paris Campbell.
God damn.
Woo! It's a bunch of 72 overalls if I've ever heard of.
Yep. Dallas.
Oh boy.
Can I get a depth chart, please? Because I think I know where I'm going with this, but I just want to confirm something.
Micah Parsons. That's it. Offensive, defense. Ooh, doesn't matter.
Defense.
Gilmore.
Is Armstrong good? Dorrance. Like, honest, is he like...
If you want, he's probably like a 77 overall.
Okay, 77.
He's a good player. I mean, he's nothing crazy. We drafted Sam Williams last year early, in the second round. He's good when he's on the field.
All right.
We also signed back Dante Fowler for whatever that means.
Chuma Edoga being starting left guard is all I need to see.
Yep.
Give me Osiris Torrance.
Yep.
Help out Dak and Tony Pollard. Protect them.
What edge would you have given us?
I was thinking Miles Murphy. I just really don't like Lucas Van Ness. I think he's being extremely overrated in this draft process, but...
Sure. So we took Osiris. Buffalo's next up. They're probably not too happy right now after that situation just occurred. So what are they going to do? They need a receiver. I don't think there's one here.
No.
No, there's not one here. Do they just keep investing in that D-line that they just keep throwing money into left and right? They can't. They literally can't.
Oh, no.
They literally can't. I don't like any of these. I don't like any of this.
Me either.
This is bad.
Yeah, it is.
I'm about to just trade back and dump you with this pick.
Be my guest.
Who wants an edge? Philly. Philly's coming.
Philly's coming? Damn.
They're gonna have it.
They're not going to just sit and wait and let one of these edge guys fall to them in a
Nope.
couple picks?
Because they're not going to have to give up that much to move up for.
That's fair. So what's the trade? We got Buffalo trading back with Philly.
I gave them 6 and it worked. So Philly's moving up. They saw Dallas took an offensive lineman, so they're going to take a defensive lineman. They're taking Miles Murphy here.
Yeah, and the Eagles, yeah. Cincy at 28. That's such a gun down because I was just going to have Cincy trade back. But it's fine. This was Ryan's trade of a mock draft. Cincy.
I had fun. And I gave you Buffalo, so that's all that matters.
Cincy, they think the defense is well coached enough to just make it work with what they have. I'm giving them a tight end. I'm giving them Dalton Kincaid out of Utah. They tried to get Hayden Hurst involved in the offense last year, and when he thrived, he thrived. But bringing in a young guy like Dalton Kincaid who's well-rounded, who can block, who can run really crisp routes, that's going to help Joe Burrow have a safety blanket, especially with losing Samaje Perine, who was one of the safety blankets on the team when he was on the field. So I think bringing in a starting tight end could help him out a lot.
Next up is New Orleans, kind of easy. Two
Yeah.
guys, Lucas Van Ness, Kalijah Kancey. Even a Brian Bresee wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the guys that get a lot of hype. Lucas Van Ness.
Overrated.
Might be overrated, but it's the end of the first.
Buffalo.
Have fun with this one.
Buffalo got a 6th-round pick in return for this. In real life, that probably wouldn't be the case.
No.
But in this case scenario,
It's the same board, essentially.
yeah.
There's still nobody here.
No, not at all.
Jalen Hyatt, D. Davis 2.0. Josh Downs might go around here.
Nah, I'm giving him Drew Sanders, linebacker out of Arkansas, a guy that gets a lot of hype. This is your Tremaine Edmonds replacement. This is a guy that goes up, is not afraid to get physical, to go on a blitz, make big plays, make it happen. Pretty sure he's an Alabama transfer too.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Unless that's Trey Sanders. I'm not sure. Kansas City Chiefs are up. They brought in Charles Omenihu. They have a hole at right tackle. I don't think I can fill that here.
No. Fuck no.
They could get Michael Mayer to, learn from Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm. They like the other guy, Gray, though, right? Noah Gray is his name?
He's on the team. I don't know if he's the next Travis Kelce, though.
They use him a lot.
That's fair. I think he's a safety. I don't think there's a safety here. No.
No, not really.
They might be able to use another corner. Oh, they just keep dumping in corners.
I was gonna say.
I don't like this.
Just cop out and trade back.
Just give it to Anthony.
Yeah.
They're going to beef up the D-line. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to take Kalijah Kancey here.
I don't hate it.
They're going to pair him up with Chris Jones, Charles Omenihu, and Karlaftis, and they're only going to rush 4.
Steelers made a move up for Christian Gonzalez. They're pissed that the local Kalijah Kancey just went off the board.
Yeah, I ruined that for the Steelers.
Yeah, there's not a tackle here worth taking, which is extremely unfortunate. Can you pull up their depth chart?
Kenny Pickett, George Pickens.
Yes. Najee.
No, just George Pickens.
Don't people don't Colin and Jake like Mason Cole?
I don't know who Mason Cole is.
I don't know. They got sending the O-line terrible.
It's mid. Probably just take another mid edge rusher. Or receiver. They always turn out second round receivers like they're the best players in football history.
Yeah, I mean, could they double dip a corner? You probably, but I doubt it. Linebacker, here's an easy one. They're pissed that Drew Sanders went off the board. Trenton Simpson, I feel like it's a little early for as much as I like him. Give him a long snapper, maybe. It's like, I'm going Brian Bresee. I know they have the Fehoko guy that I know Steelers like. Here were some trades we did. These trades are not real. We just kind of did them to go through, but you guys get the gist. Here we go. Here goes everything. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Peace.